Everyone, I'm Clement and I'm so happy to take some time today to share more with you guys about this shirt that's hung up right beside me. This is Arsenal's away shirt from the 1991 to 1993 season. So for 2 seasons, Arsenal used this shirt as the away shirt. And this shirt probably is very recognizable around the world today. Arguably one of the most iconic football shirt in history, the Bruised Banana. And some of you guys may know this nickname because it is obvious from the way that it looks, the chevrons against the yellow of the shirt, it does look like a bruised banana. What is special about this shirt that I would like to share with you today is that this bruised banana that is hung up is the original Matchworn bruised banana. This is also the long sleeve version of a Matchworn bruised banana, which is unique and special, and in its own way it is also quite rare. And hence why I want to be able to share with you guys in closer detail what are some of the intricacies and details that has been put into this iconic shirt. And firstly, going down the front of the shirt, you can see a very nice JVC sponsor splattered right across the chest area. And this JVC is unique and special. It is embossed, and there is a certain felt-like material feel to the JVC. This JVC has also had a little bit of a puffiness, 3D softness to it. So when you press down on it, it has a little bit of treble, like a keyboard treble kind of feeling. So it is very nice. Sponsor is also different from the remake, for example, of the JVC of the Bruised Banana that was done recently. And if you look at the crest and the Adidas logo on this Matchworn Bruised Banana, you can see that they are sewn on, which is so unique and special in my opinion, because most of even the original Bruised Banana that you buy from Adidas itself back in the 1991 to 1993 season, you would see that this crest and Adidas logo would be a raised felt kind of material, not sewn on. Anything that I feel is embroidered or sewn on is so much more appreciated by myself. Hence, one of the reasons why I decided to go for a Matchworn Bruised Banana as well. And interestingly, the Adidas logo here is the Adidas Originals logo. The trifoil Adidas logo is in the current age used more for vintage and heritage designs from the 80s and 90s. Whereas the new Adidas logo with that triangular logo is something that we are more familiar with. But for me personally, I'm one of those that prefer the old Adidas logo. So to see this trifoil old Adidas logo on the shirt, I just absolutely love it. You can see that this neck collar area is very nice with a overlaying collar that is coming out in a V-neck fashion against the other. And of course, what was interesting as well is you can see the red trim going down the front of the shoulder and chest area. So in between the shoulder and the chest, you can actually see a very nice red trim going down both sides of the shirt. And that gives it an added extra feel and touch to the shirt. In terms of the shirt overall color combination, I feel that it is very well synchronized by Adidas. You could see that the color schemes are very consistent with red, with the JVC logo, with the Adidas and Arsenal crest in red, along with the shoulder, chest trims going down the front on both sides. And as well the V-neck collar area, you can also see a bit of a red trim in there. When you go to the back of the shirt, they kept it consistent with the lettering of players also in red. With Arsenal red as well, I feel that that is a good way to still stay true to the club's history and original colors. For this shirt, because it is long sleeve, you can follow the Adidas 3 stripes all the way down the shoulder, and you can actually see that the end of it, where the cuffs are, is also beautifully done with the yellow cuff, the bulk of it, along with the blue and red trim over at the end. Very consistent color combination, very much like the V-neck collar area with the blue and the red trims going around as well. And if you look at this shirt, you would be able to see right away the chevrons. But if you look closer and pay closer attention to detail, you'll be able to see that these chevrons has the Adidas 3 stripes, and not just that, there is a little bit of a layering to it, such that you can even see this AFC shiny, shimmering, a layer that is going all around the shirt, right across as well. I would like to also give you guys a little bit more background and history behind this shirt. This shirt came in an amazing era of shirt design. This 1990s era will be remembered as the most outrageous decade for football shirt designs. There were actually advances in shirt manufacturing technology where man-made fabrics and new sublimation techniques meant that a lot of manufacturers such as Adidas, for us in Arsenal, could be more adventurous with their designs. Okay, and following our league title win in 1991, Adidas wanted to use a more confident, feel-good design. And so for this away shirt, they decided to have a little more freshness into the design, by introducing what is arguably now the club's most infamous shirt, the Bruised Banana, which is what you guys can see in front of you. There will be divided opinions for every shirt. The Bruised Banana shirt, of course, were loved by some, but were hated by some as well. Because for a period of time, this shirt was even in the worst football shirt pose. But that only seemed to kind of have enhanced this classic cop status of this shirt today. Interestingly, the chevron design that you see right here, Arsenal were the first to put it on. But we aren't the only team to put on this design, because subsequently Adidas used this as a template and they call it the Italia template, where many teams subsequently have worn it in exactly the same design but different colors. For example, you can think about the Romanian national team that wears the exact same yellow and blue colorway. You can see the label as well. The label would tell you that this shirt is made in UK, and for me personally, I love shirts, and I wanted to know the history of how they are made. And with this shirt being made in UK, it adds to the collection of many Adidas and Nike shirts from the 1990s, where they were all made in UK themselves. Interestingly as well, if you go compare this shirt with the remake Bruised Banana that was released by Adidas last year in 2020, you will notice that the Arsenal crest and the Adidas logo is a lot closer and narrower together as compared to the original Bruised Banana that was released in the 90s. So there are differences even just looking at the front of the shirt. And going down around the shirt as well, if you can see on the back of the shirt, what is interesting is everything is also stitched and embroidered on. The numbers and the letterings here are in red, and you can see a yellow square cloth that is stitched onto the shirt, and the lettering is actually on this square cloth. So how this square cloth came about is because Arsenal were playing European games in those 2 seasons, and European rules and regulations stated that this lettering in red has very poor visibility in terms of contrast to the very busy looking chevron of the shirt. So of course there's not enough contrast, and European rules stated that Arsenal have to patch on a yellow patch, plain yellow patch with the numbers on it, so that it would follow the European rules, right? And of course for those 2 seasons, you would know that players' names don't get embroidered on the shirt, so all that players wear on the Bruised Banana would be their numbers only. And just going to the sleeve patch as well, the sleeve patch is the classic sleeve patch of the National Football League from the 1991 to 1992 season, before it was changed to the Premier League sleeve patch in the 1992 to 1993 season. And you can see that this is also stitched and sewn on. As I pan around and show you guys the underside of the shirt, you can appreciate and see that the sleeve patches is sewn on, stitched into the shirt, along with the Adidas logo, Arsenal crest, the sponsor as well, and the number that is stitched at the back of the shirt on the yellow square box. I hope you guys enjoy looking at this shirt as much as I did. And with that, I wish you a very good day, and thank you.